Hey everybody, my name is Arthur and I'm a strength and conditioning specialist, and today I'm going to show you the ready-to-go session for your core muscles. But before we're going to start, I would like to introduce myself. I'm working with professional athletes, with junior athletes and youth athletes who'd like to and considering to become a professional players and professional athletes. I'm living in Dallas, and you can reach me out with the contacts below regarding training program or personal sessions. So before we're going to start, I would like to say two things. First of all, the structure of this session. So this is the ready to go session, so you can incorporate it in your training program process, like in your training program like a whole. There is a warm-up block, there is a main part, and a cool down. The second thing, when to perform one. So basically you can do it like your day of session in the morning, or you can even incorporate it like your warm-up routine, but only on one circle. I'm going to show like one circle, one set of each exercise, but you can do the main part into like two circles. Okay, the first thing I would like to tell you before we're gonna start, you need some sort of wall. I don't have a wall like close to me, so I'm using this ply soft box. You need a resistance band, and it's up to you whether foam roller or a stability ball. This is it. So let's get it started. The first three exercises is the warm-up, and the first one, you need to put a resistance band on your feet, and this is the hip flexions. Do not take super tight resistance band, because we would like to do these 90-degree angle flexions and maintain the proper angle in your knees, because if it's too tight, you can't reach this 90-degree angle and you're gonna overly flex your knees, so it's not gonna work on your psoas muscles. It's 12 reps for each side, nice and slow, especially on the descending. 12 reps for each side. After that, we're gonna put our resistance band a little bit higher, and we're gonna do some sort of clockwise on 12, on 3, and on 6 o'clock. And here's the same. The resistance band shouldn't be super tight, but the goal here to reach this adduction position, and from here, while you work with your glute medius, perform this 12, 3, and 6 o'clock. 12, 3, and 6. So it's 6 reps for each side. I mean, like 12, 3, and 6. This is one, and you perform 6 reps for each side. So try to maintain the weight on this foot. So like distribute the weight on this front foot with which you do these swings. 1, 2, and 3. And the last one in your warm-up is the inchworms. And it's up to you whether to do it with the push-up or not. But the main goal here is to go forward. 1, 2, 3. You can do push-up. It's up to you or not. And then step up to your arms and reach yourself up slowly through the whole spine. And from here, you step back, and again, it's up to you. You can do push-up or not, and step to your legs, but with your arms, and flex your spine for 3 reps on moving forward and backward. So it shouldn't be super fast. You need to make these small steps to feel your hamstrings stretching. So this is the warm-up. The next 6 exercises I'm going to show you is the main part of this core session. You can do it in 2 circles if it's a separate routine, separate session, or you can do it in 1 circle. So in this way you can use it like as your warm-up. And the first exercise here we're going to do, I would take the foam roller. You can take a sliders or you can take a stability ball, because the first exercise is going to be toe plank, and here you're flexing your hips and then going back. And why I'm doing this on foam roller, it's a little bit small, but you can take a tall one, like a wider one. But why I'm using this foam roller? Because with the slider or with the stability ball, you can make it a little bit much more easier, I would say. Much more easier forward and backward. But doing this with the foam roller, your muscles engaged like 100% more than comparing with the stability ball or with the sliders. And this is why I would like to use this one. It takes much more coordination, much more strength from your core muscles. So move forward and back. It's a 10 reps. And after that, we're jumping to another exercise. The next one is the dead box. And here you need to use a wall because you're pushing with your arms to the wall. I'm pushing in my soft box, but it's a heavy one. So you lift your legs in 90-degree angle. You lift your head, and you need to contract your core muscles and push yourself with your lower back to the ground. So that's how we can be sure that your core muscles engage, your hip muscles engage, you maintain this 90-degree angle, and from this position, we extend our one leg, and then going back, and another leg, and going back again. 8 reps for each side. Slowly descend, control while you're descending, control this thing. You're pushing yourself backwardly to the wall and trying to reach as far as you could with your leg. And at the same time, you push with your lower back to the ground. So that's how you work with your core muscles 100%. The next one is for side core muscles as well as for the rotational core muscles. And it's gonna be easy side plank with reach. I think you've seen a lot of this one. You're reaching, like rotating yourself and going backward. So here you can add this neuromuscular component. So you can descend completely, relax in this bottom position, and then go up to the toe plank, and then go down and reach. So by relaxing your muscles in this lower position, you're teaching your muscles how to contract and how to relax in coordinative manner. So you elevate your neuromuscular coordination level. Here, 12 reps for each side. For more enthusiastic athletes, you can take this small, this thin resistance band to anchor it in some rack or whatever, or bench, and reach with it. But it should be super, super light, so it's not ruining your technique, and especially how you work with these muscles, with the core and side core muscles and rotational muscles. The next one we're gonna do is a Koppengagen, but I'm gonna show you 2 versions. The classic one, and I believe you've seen it a lot, is just a stance, but we're gonna add some lifts and slow, like almost ISO, 3-4 seconds descending, and then go up and slowly go down and reach again. So it's like you're working with your core muscles through the whole range of motion, through the whole time. It's 30 seconds for each side, but it's the movements, maybe 10 centimeters, 3-4 inches, in which you use your muscles in a dynamic manner. And you can do the same one, but on the ground, especially if it's super hard for you, and you can just reach the side plank position with your front foot with the lower leg in front of you, and then do the same, like ascend yourself, lift yourself, and then slowly on 3-4 seconds go down, and then again lift yourself and go down. And one more version for you of this one. You can use the shirt leverage. Okay, so here's your leg is on the ply soft box, and you can reach it like that, or you can use the horizontal bench. It's super much more easier, but in this type you can hold yourself without lifting because it's super uncomfortable, but it's easier version for your knees and for your inner hip muscles. One of the last exercises in this session is the quadruped stance. And it's like a bear crawls, but it's bear reaches, okay? So you're twisting yourself to the side and trying to maintain these angles, especially working with your quads and with your core muscles in this reached position, and then go down. And from here, you need to understand and to control your body in the starting position. So try not to twist to one side and then to the other side. I'm not gonna say that this is wrong or this is a bad technique, but here the paramount thing, especially in your off season, is a control and coordination. So you need to be able to control each angle in the whole range of motion. So that's how we can be sure that we are working with proper muscles and not compromising other muscle groups, which, I mean, the main muscle groups, which should help you to perform movement and do not compensate. So it's in this manner, it's 8 reps for each side, and this is it. And the last exercise we're gonna do from here is the same quadruped stance, and you can use bottle, foam roller, or a dumbbell. So you stand in a quadruped stance, and what you're doing these small circles over the external object. You can make it so you can use nothing there. But the main goal here is to not overlift your hip, because that's how you can engage lower back muscles and overextend it. And this is what we don't want to do. So to make things easier for you, before you're going to start, even before you're trying to lift your leg, try to contract your core muscles and just a little overly arch your lower back. So it's not a neutral position, but more like an arch with engaging your core muscles. And then while you lift, you'll feel with engaged core muscles, with contracted core muscles, you'll feel, so you can't lift your leg higher because your core muscles just didn't let you do that. And this is the main goal, because that's how you work with your hip muscles, especially with your deep hip muscles, and perform movement with this one. You need these muscles because it doesn't matter, you skate, you run, you change the direction, you rely on these muscles dramatically. And we need to do 12 reps for each side. And 1 rep, it's while you're reaching the farthest position and then going back. I'm not gonna tell you that it should be like, the big angle like this one. No, it should be small movement because it's slow and it's controlled movement, and we don't want to make these big angles, especially considering the fact that for a mid glute, which works mostly in this exercise, it's only 45-degree angle, and we don't want to compromise the movement with the pelvis twist and wobbling. So it's 12 reps for each side. And by the way, this is it. That was your core session, and that was the main part of this core session. As I said in the beginning, you can use it as your warm-up and do only 1 circle of this one, and then make some potentiation drills regarding the activity you're about to do. Or you can do 2 circles, and it's gonna be like a day off, super light session for you. The last exercise, it's a cool down exercise. It's just V-rolls. I love ones. So you're just rolling back and trying to reach as far as you could. But the trick here is 3 things. Try to reach as far as I said, as far as you could with your pelvis. So with your lower belly here. So that's how you can maintain your back straight in neutral position. Okay, not super straight. Do not overly flex your spine, especially here in the T to lower back portion. Okay, so try to reach as far as you could with your straight back. Okay, you can just a little bit forward, lean yourself forward to reach more stretching in these hams. And the third thing, you're grab yourself for your shins, and while you're rolling back, do the inhale, and then reaching forward in a V, exhale. And try to do it in a controlled and calm manner, okay? Inhale and exhale. And it's 10 reps. And with this one, you can build up, like literally build up. So the first rep, second, third, it's the easiest ones. And the fourth, the fifth one, you can help yourself with this a little bit overly flexed upper back to lean forward for a little, but do not overuse this one because we don't want it to flex your spine like this. We're not flexing spine in this exercise. We're trying to stretch our hams back and forward. And this is it. And this is 10 reps, and you're good to go. Again, this was ready to go core session for your straight, for side core muscles, for deep core muscles, lower back, and for rotational core muscles, which you're using a lot while skating, while running, changing the direction, striking, hitting the ball in hockey, football, soccer, tennis, basketball. So watch this video, use this hymn from the description, from the captions. If you'd like to reach me regarding training program or online or offline session, you have my contacts below. You can text me, and have a great day. Bye.